difference. I want to give you a difference between two things, and it's found in the book. All right? I want to recommend this book to you because I cannot teach this in 3 days. It took me 30 years to write it. 30 years. But in this book, I talk about two concepts. Write them down. The leadership spirit, that's number one. And then the second concept is the spirit of leadership. The leadership spirit and the spirit of leadership. These are two different components. The leadership spirit is what we dealt with last night, and that is what you were born with. Every human being, 6.8 billion of us on planet Earth, were born with the leadership spirit. The problem is it's buried under Greek philosophy. Every time, for example, this church would call a leadership meeting, only certain people show up. The majority stay home because they believe that's not for me. That's Greek philosophy controlling them. Because they have the leadership spirit, but it's buried under corrupt thinking. And so what I have to do, and this book is about it. This book is not about the leadership spirit, even though it explains it in 2 chapters. It's about the spirit of leadership. The leadership spirit, let me simplify it, is the nature of God that you were born with, which is a spirit of dominion. You were created to rule, to dominate, to control, to manage, to lead. That's why you want to be in charge. You were created for that. The dominion desire is natural in every human. That's why you hate to owe people money, because the lender is always in charge of the borrower, and you don't like to be oppressed by anybody. That's why you hate to have bills and debt. Am I right about this? Every human being hates to be indebted to another human. Why? Because it gravitates against their natural desire. That's why you get sick when you owe people money. You become depressed. Your blood pressure has problems. Stress kicks in. And now your body begins to deteriorate with all kinds of diseases, including cancer, because you're not built to be oppressed. Yeah. That's why you want to be rich. Don't lie to me, and don't be false humility. Every single one of you in this auditorium and watching this program, every single one of you want to be rich. Am I right? Say yes. Yes. But you don't want to be rich for the sake of wealth. Your desire for wealth is so that you could control circumstances. I talk about it in this book. The desire for resources is to dominate your environment. You want to control where you live, what you eat, what you wear, where you fly, who you marry, what you put on, what you drive. You want to control how long you go out, when you come back, whether you work or not, don't feel like working. You just want to control life. Am I right about it? That's why you work so hard and you're still broke. Because you believe if I work hard enough, I'll eventually not have to work anymore. It's a desire for dominion. That's all it is. In my book on the kingdom, please read that book, because that's a very important section in the book. I talk about the desire of all humans, the desire for power. People want power to control circumstances. Leadership desire for greatness is what I call the leadership spirit. What's lacking is the spirit of leadership.